Welcome back to Biosyn Labs. Everything is in place for us to try a different version of that island. So, currently, we do have... Okay, so we can drive through these trees, it looks like, pretty well. Currently, we do have the lagoon opened up so that we can reach the island from the far side here. We're going to leave the existing ranger station in there. Oh, but we can't drive through those. Fair enough. We're going to leave the existing ranger station inside there. I should not damage this vehicle either because it won't be able to be repaired. Important consideration. He says as he takes a sick jump off of a small ledge. Yeah, the Struthies are sedated, so there is a timer on us doing this. As well that we need to consider. I kind of lost my train of thought before I did that sick jump. I don't remember what I was saying anymore. We want to leave this station here in case this doesn't work. That way at least we've got, you know, something in here. Okay, you get in here. Okay, then we do this. Pause. Fences, fences, build a fence. Boop, boop. Block it off. Build, build, build. Boop, boop, boop. And you're trapped. Haha. This is your life now. Okay. 1, 2. We need the Jeep. 1. Arrange a team. Same deal. Get over there. And now we might intermittently get this no access notification maybe. But, yeah, hopefully it just goes away. No. We're fine. We're fine. Don't crash the Jeep. Whoa! That's exactly what I said not to do. Okay. Let's get in here. Get into position. Okay. Pause. Lagoon. Rebuild. Yes. Yes, we've done it. We've done it. We've achieved it. We've achieved greatness. Okay. Let's watch that car and make sure he doesn't escape. Oh, can we just give him a task? Can you not wake up with the Jeep? They added the ability to wake up, but I guess you can't do it with Jeeps. Okay, we'll just status check. That's fine. They can wake up when normal. It doesn't matter. They're just a few Struthies. It's not important. And yeah, it looks like he already can't cross out of there. So we can delete this obstruction. And then let's drive this car. Can't reach destination still? I think he's kind of stuck in the woods there. But that's fine. I really do like the plants on this map. The ferns and the mossy, like weeping willows and like swampy trees are really nice. Oh, yeah, it opens that way. Right. Get in there. There we go. Don't hit nothing. There we go. Now, if this works, if these cars stay here in like 10 minutes, 15 minutes from now, if they're still here, we'll just delete this facility, and then we'll just keep them inside this little holding area for safety, and then they can pop out and medicate and status check as need be. If we grab the chopper over here, what if we do this? Add task, awaken. Nice. And yeah, the lagoon is filled. The territory is refilling there. That's fantastic. Okay. Styracos. 3 is what we wanted here. Aggressive. We got 2. Social, humble, alpha. Okay. Great. So let's get these guys hatching. We need another clutch because we need one more. And then these guys can get released. And we'll see if they are going to be happy with the Struthies and the eventual Ceratopsians, as well as the territory size and everything else. We'll be able to make the territory bigger when we shave down this little holding pen too, which would be nice. Still no fighting with the Carnos and Majugs. Kinda surprising. We know they will fight. We've seen it before. Unless something's been changed in the back end that isn't in the patch notes, which is a very distinct possibility. Social Humble, Social Humble. Champlain Pilo or Yukon Rana. Let's get a Pilo. One of you. Yeah, that's fine. You can do that. We get those two people rested. We need defensive dinosaurs here. So rest these two. Let's get those Alamosaurus fossils. Yeah, so Alamosaurus is doing the thing where you get, it's very easy to dig up, but the fossils take up a lot of space. Maybe that's the new theme for sauropods or something. Could be. Looks like we're not done yet. Okay, who do we want to make defensive? Oh, you know what? The easy thing would be just to synth more of these guys, but make them defensive. Because they're cheap. We already have a lot. We can just do more. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. And we don't need to have these points either into social anymore. And tolerant because, or actually we need this into humble, but we're not doing humble because we already have an alpha for the ichthyes. So just maximize defense and hatch one defensive clutch, and that finishes up the prerequisites. Morning, Duazim, however you want to pronounce your name. For me it is night. But that is how time zones work. We need more genetics here. So we have available a 5. I believe you're capped. No. But, oh, he's resting. Never mind. We don't have him available. 5 capped. 5 capped. Yeah, you can have a point. That's all we need, actually, right? 2 5s and a 2 is fine. 5 5 2. Get those guys. And then that gets us Trike, which gets us Pentaceratops for the island. That's what we're working on. And then the Coelophysis, I don't remember if they need goats or a meat feeder, so we'll have to keep an eye on them here when the first ones land. See how this all works out. I'm just an American Midwesterner. Why is Claire talking now? We've had Biosyn people talking before. It's like they just shuffled together all of the dialogue options. Meat. They are meat feeders. Edit environment 1. Meat feeder. A bit of meat. We'll put it right over by the viewing thing so people can see it.
I know it must be overwhelming to meet all these new people, but you're about to embark on a life-changing adventure.
We'll have to see if they have enough forest.
Certainly was for me. Trust me, you'll understand.
Well, looks like it might be good. Plenty of area.
This dinosaur is one of the earliest known animals, dating back to perhaps 216 million years ago. It's called Coelophysis. Their remains can be found scattered across the globe. But if people want to see a Coelophysis,
Okay, so the Struthies,
it's the only place to do it.
they're not panicking. That's good. Oh, this one's panicking, but it also might be from just the helicopter. We'll have to keep a longer term eye on them to see if skittish makes a difference, and if they're going to panic in general with the Coelophysis being around. I'm pretty sure they won't interact directly, but the panicking could be obnoxious. New viable genome, Alamosaurus. It's coming soon. They have enough forest. Fantastic. Alright, let's get going on Alamo. And by get going, I mean we still need more fossils processed. That's actually not complete. Boop. It's going to be 2 more sets here, but that's fine too. Let's not use this welfare specialist. They'll have to rest again. We'll just use the motivated one and get everybody here ready to go. And we want to bring in probably a few Alamosaurus to check out some different skins. The Alamos we're going to put in with the Australovenators. I do not believe these pack hunt. But I'm not completely sure. Carnivore live prey. Does it tell you if these pack hunt anywhere in the game? Dilo's pack hunt. Carnivore live prey. No info on pack hunting. Yeah, the new animals seem pretty cool. A Megaraptoran is a really nice addition to the game, just for diversity of carnivore clades. I think that's pretty neat. He looks pretty good too. We haven't had a chance yet to really check out the Alamosaurus, but I really like the design of the Alamosaurus. And the Styxosaurus looks pretty fly too. The bioluminescence is a nice touch. It appears that it's only certain patterns that glow, which is an interesting twist too. You can have a more subdued version of the Styx if you want it, because this one doesn't glow at night. This is the Rana, but the Pelophylaxes glow at night. They're pretty sick looking. The little fringes on the neck are a little weird. That's about the only thing that is strange to me. It looks like they got some flash, like they're molded from plastic and not properly cut out, but it's not too bad. Ichthyosaurs, 7, aggressive. I'll hatch all of the non-aggressive ones. We only need 3, but we might as well hatch all 6. It doesn't really matter. The welfare specialist is going to be pushed. We could probably rest them, because we have another batch of fossils to extract. So that's probably fine. Oh, except this is a 5-minute task, so no. We'll probably just sick them right on the Alamosaurs and just not worry about it then. Okay, these Struthies are still running around. Are they actually paddock, though? What are you doing, buddy? You just hit the fence. Why? Rabies, maybe? Did that work? No. Can't reach it because it's in the weeds. All right, let's take manual control of this. Status check, please. Are you? Just do it. Do it. Do it. Switch cameras? No, aim mode, binoculars. Where'd he go now? God damn it. He's over here. He's all the way over there. Whoa! Status check him. Surely now you can get to him. Okay. No! God damn it. Did I click the feeder or something? Or is he doing it? Maybe he's doing it. No, he's just busted. Okay, so we're gonna have to do this manually all the time, it looks like. Well, now I hit him with a car. That's not even the right one. Wait, which one was it? This is so hard to keep track of. This one. Undiagnosed ailment. Why is this not... There it goes. Why did that... Undiagnosed ailment? Why is it still... Oh, no, because we scanned it. Duh. We have to medical scan it too, separately. Duh. So we'll have to manually bring the medical team over here too. And we need to figure out if that thing just had a momentary lapse of judgment. Oh, they're actually rolling out on their own to go do it. Let's demolish this. Let's just get this out of here. So he either had a momentary issue with comfort that caused him to hit the fence, or he's got like rabies, and that's why he hit the fence. The medical team is trying their damnedest. Okay, so. Forest need is good. Let's clear out some trees so that the teams can move here on this little island a little bit better. So let's just delete this bit here. That way they don't have to go around the perimeter slowly and painfully like what they're doing right now. These truthies are content. They're not panicking right now, so they might be fine. Okay, so this is... Yeah, he attacked the fence of his own accord. This was not rabies. So it might be that he didn't drop close enough to the other Coelophysis, maybe? And so because of that, he was upset for long enough to actually attack the fence. Could be the case. Let's go ahead. Well, we have the medical team out of this little area. Let's shrink this down if we can. Okay, that's going to want to snap over there. I'm not a fan of that. It's a little obnoxious. We'll do that. Let that build while we drive the other car back, and then we'll get a little more space here on the island for dinosaurs. And so, yeah, it looks like they should be able to do these tasks automatically as long as they're not in the trees. I think it was just the trees that were bugging it out before. The AI is dodgy, but it's not entirely to blame, at least here. What fence did I do? Wait. It's a different fence. That's going to bother me. How did I do mid-tier fence? Yeah, I did mid-tier fence for some reason on the perimeter. Okay, that's fine. I don't know what drove me to do mid-tier, but it doesn't matter. No power is going to be kind of obnoxious, just because I don't want to see those icons all the time. We should get a repeater closer. So we got a repeater right there. So if we just put one over here on this boundary, that clips it. There. Job done. Next, Styracosaurus. Hatching 1, hatching 2. Release via airlift 2. Styracosaurs in here. 1, 2. And then, yeah, those two have to land, and we can release the third. Fossils. Finish up Alamosaurus. Got distracted doing everything manually there. Oh, look at that. Nice, perfect. Finally get that Chasma fossil cleared out. And Alamo is done after that. We're not going to rest anybody while we're doing this until we get the Alamosaurus hatched. So the Alamosaurus is going to go in here with these Australovenators, and we'll see how well they live together. We already said that, but I'm saying it again. So we need to expand the fence, I'm pretty sure. So if we go this way, we hit the map border pretty soon. Do I care about hitting the map border? Maybe a little bit. We can try and leave enough space for a path if we want to. Just do something like this. It's always a little janky looking, but you know what? This is a park build that is about experimentation and not necessarily aesthetics. So let's just do that and say, you know what? Good enough. There. So that's the extended enclosure. I imagine the ranger, or not the ranger, the research outpost is, yeah, this one actually covers that pretty well. No, we're fine on research outposts. We don't need any more. And then hopefully this meat feeder should be close enough for the Australovenators. They're pretty mobile. are the... Okay, so there's the Styrax. Let's speed up here. Number 1. Here comes number 2. And then when that's in the air, we can send out 3. There's the first. This needs ground fiber. Is there any overlap on these? Ground fiber with fruit. Don't know if we need fruit. We'll put some over here. We'll put some over on this side, maybe. Maybe a little bit in here. We have, oh, that's already plenty of ground fiber. We have more, whatever plant we had for the Struthies, we have more of that than we needed. So there's some room. Number 1, Death Valley Pelophylax. It's not a bad looking Styrac. Not my favorite probably, but not bad. This one's not bad either. I like the green. It's a nice shade of green. The frill pattern on the Styrax is always a little weird looking. It just stands out a little too much, like crayons smeared on their heads, but I still like Styracosaurus as a dinosaur, so. Alright, and they should be pretty happy. Oh yeah, big margins for happiness. Thirsty, are you panicking? Panicking. So these Struthies do seem like they're panicking a lot, which might be down to the Coelophysis. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Let's put a little bit of water in a few different spots for some of them. That way they're not all going to the same watering hole. The Coelophysis aren't panicking. At least not yet. And the Styrax seem okay. Oh, you know what? The Struthies, this might not be the fault of the Coelophysis. This might be the fault of the vehicles. Because these guys are skittish. So maybe the vehicles are making them panic, even though they're inside an enclosure. They're all skittish. We'll ignore them for now, but that's an interesting data point. And it is actually causing issues. You could see they get lonely. They're not like keeping up on territory. They're separating out, actually. This is actually a problem. Interesting. Huh. This one's content. It's not panicking for a moment there. And now it panics, maybe. It's hard to tell when they're panicking when they're just running. All their food is near the Coelophysis. Unless they chain panic. Maybe just, like, they were panicking, so they just kept panicking each other. That could be a mechanic. Let's keep an eye on him. Oh, wait. Is he panicked again? Yeah, so he's panicked again. Is anything nearby? He was, like, right in here. The Coelophysis are kind of nearby. Now there's Coelophysis over here. Is this one panicked? Okay. He panicked right when he went to the corner. You saw that, right? So he went right here, Coelophysis. So I think he rounded the corner, saw the Coelophysis, and panicked. What we need to do is we need to get some Struthies that are not skittish and see if they behave differently. This is a good chance to actually study the skittish gene and see what the consequences of that are. So let's do that. Also, we finished the Alamosaurus fossils, so let's also do that. Alamosaurus. So, random. We're looking at large appetite. That actually, I think, triggers a genetic unlock. Sickly. They have a chance at tolerant inherently. Let's do humble social. 7550, like that. Do min pop 1. A lot of forest need, but that's pretty typical for this map. Dislike sauropods and Damus Rex, Therizino, and Scorpius. Likes all sorts of shit. It'll be fine. They don't like the theropods, but they'll be fine with them. And social. Synthesis batch is 1, 2, 2. Social is 1. Okay. Yeah. Great. 15 genetics. 5, 10, 15, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So one at a time, I guess, is all we can do. I guess that's fine. All right, let's get... Oops. Feeder's tainted. Ranger Team 3 is the one that's on the island. We need to be over this way to get the one that's not on the island. Get in there and fix that. Motherfucker. How did I get to... Wait, Ranger Team 1. Wait. No, that was the right... Oh, because they're at the lagoon. They're not on the island. They're going around the long way. Oh, because they're going to the feeder, I think? Is that what it said they're doing? Well, it's too late now because we already sent them over to do something else. Fine. Very well. Very well. I think that's the cars maybe clunking up against some things. Ichthyosaurs. The new batch. 21, Aquilian Pulkarana, pretty plain. Solar Pilo. Green and purple, not a bad look. Sonoran Pilo, sure. Yukon Papu, that's just another Ichthy. That one's pretty plain. The stripes don't stand out very much. Great Sandy Calco, sure, not the best. Also not the best. And then we're back to number 1. And the Ichthyosaurus swarm is still perfectly happy in this massive lagoon with the Styxos. Cool. Okay, so that should have got the requirement out of the way for Triceratops. We can get that. Boom. Sure. And then we did... We want aviary upgrades, which we can't do yet. We'll do that after we get Alamo out, and then we'll work on the aviary next. And then gene mods. So, 2 unfit, 1 with large appetite. We'll get this, which unlocks the last skin pattern, so that's good. And then, yeah, we do want this, because we want to experiment more with Struthies that are fit. So we do need to find something that's unfit to release. We just haven't had anything yet. Fossils. We have Pachyrhinosaurus. Let's get started on that. Nine. Can we make you a 10? Yes. Begin your task. And Struthi eggs, okay. Social resilient fit, social docile resilient, skittish, 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 and skittish. 2 eggs. I want a full set of non-skittish for the island. So we'll do another batch. These run super fast. Boom. There we go. There's our 4 replacements. We'll have you do this. Okay, and in the meantime, let's just get rid of the existing ones. So let's grab the capture team. Any capture team here works, actually. Struthi 9, 16, 14, and 15. We could technically send these into the Carno Mahjong pen, but don't think we'll do that either. Unless the Coelophysis are trying to get to the vehicles? I don't think that's a mechanic, though. I don't think they can detect a vehicle through the enclosure. Also, what is the... This is still not the right fence. This is still the wrong fence. Is it... this one? Yeah. Can we sneak this in here? Yeah. That was kind of a bad thing to do, because dinos are right here. Okay, well now it matches at least, the little containment pen. So that's good. Alamosaurus synthesis complete. 2 eggs. Social humble. Social. Perfect double set of Alamosaurs. Love it. 7, 12. And then they'll be very angry with me, but we can send them out on vacation right away. And that's fine. Release via airlift. These Struthies. And then the second batch afterwards.
Transit has commenced.
Oh, they're killing the... They can kill the sedated Struthies. So the Coelophysis won't hunt a Struthie, but they will eat it if given the chance. Good to know. I'm not sure what we do with that information, but now we know. Well, we might as well get these guys out of here, I guess.
Request. Asset transportation in progress. Asset transportation underway. Asset collection request received.
Okay, there's the other Struths. Struthie 20. This is one of the new ones, I believe. Yukon Papu. Well, of course it is, because it's alive and standing. I think 19 was the last one we sold. Yeah. So 20, 21, 22, and 23 are the current set of Struths. 21! Great Sandy Pulka? Where is it? Oh my gosh. Whoa, calm down, man. They'll be panicked right now because there are helicopters flying over, so that's not surprising.
Asset delivered.
Yeah, it may be the case that these do read the Coelophysis as predators, even though the Coelophysis don't attack them. That might be what's happening here.
Confirming asset.
But we will definitely find out if skittish makes a difference. Amazon Kalkarana. Can't see you very well. That is an interesting one. Very, like, golden, yellow, orange with subtle blue striping. That is a pretty interesting looking Struthiomimus. Goldie. Alright. Alright. Okay, everybody's chill. Everybody's chill. You're momentarily confused and then panicked, but you're fine. Are you panicked? Yes. Looking for water. Looking for water. You're fine. You're fine. Like, they could still panic occasionally. That's fine. Just as long as they're not, like, constantly panicked like the skittish ones were, this is still a pretty effective enclosure. Yeah, so it panics, but it stops panicking pretty quickly afterwards, it looks like. We've seen that a few times now. So this looks fine to me. They're not panicking so long that they, like, lose track of territory. Oh yeah, you could see it right there. It is the Coelophysis, because they were both fine, and then they approached this pair of Coelos, and then they lost their shit. And they were like, nope, I'm out of here. So that's definitely, it is the Coelophysis that they still register as predators even though they can't be hunted by them. But the Styrax don't seem to panic at all. So the Styrax-Coelophysis combo seems pretty sturdy. They both mutually don't seem to panic. Like, we would notice if they were galloping all over the place, or if the Coelophysis were fleeing from them. Are you? I think you're just sleeping. I think you're fine. I think we'd know if you were dying. Are they all sleeping? No, you're awake. Alright. Alamosaurus is done? Yes. Let's bring down the divider first. Next, let's look at our scientists. You definitely need to take a break. We'll send you on break. Let's come back to fossils in a second, actually. Let's get... Tall nut is all these guys need. We'll get these guys deployed over kind of into the middle of this area. We'll put one here by the water more than one over here. And then when they're on the ground, we'll set up their tall nut. You need... Oops, yeah, so you need to be resupplied. Fill up, fill up. Get in there, fix that feeder, please. I want another set of Alamosaurs. I want more than just 2, at least, so that we can see a few different skins here. That's the idea. So 5, 10, 15. Begin. Research tab. Let's get that done, too. So we want... Geostern and Barbie are locked behind 2C. 2C is this one. Let's do that. And then Penta is locked behind 2 fights 1. Oh, fuck. I hate that research requirement so much. I hate the fight winning one. Okay. Fine. Fine. We'll have to set up some fights somewhere. Fossils. Let's get fossils extracted. Plenty of Pachyrhino. And bring in more Pachyrhino. Alright, there we go. Yeah, this doesn't look that bad. The Struthies do keep panicking, but they panic for such a short period of time when they're not skittish that it really just doesn't matter. Salmonella medication. Yeah, fuck. Alright. Good thing we had that one treatment person just in the back, sitting there. Although we might not have any sick copies. It triggered by cleaning the feeder. We haven't seen any notifications, so we actually might have got it done quick enough. Oh, there's our Alamosaurus! Peeking through the treetops. Look at that guy. He does look a little bit like he's somebody from Land Before Time. Just in the face, but he is delightful. I like him. Not sure if it would replace the Dominion Dreadnoughtus for me at the top of the sauropod tier list, but it is certainly one of the best. This is Mangrove Forest and Papurana. So maybe these like faint stripes along the back are the Papurana. Certainly the base purple. Oh, there's a nice stripe here. That might be part of the pattern. Now, unfortunately, the wrong one has landed first. Our tall nuts. We'll try to keep this kind of centralized. I think that's a good way to do it. Probably should put a little bit of water on this far section of the pen, too. Okay. Tall nuts looking acceptable. We can thread in some more tall nut, just a little bit into some of these other areas. It actually blends pretty well with the rest of the trees, surprisingly. Didn't really expect it to do that well. It's kind of nice. I mean, it stands out, but it's still intermixed, which isn't bad. And you're happy, and now you're happy. I filled up my hard drive, but we're back. You didn't miss anything. I just paused. So yeah, the stripe on the head is definitely the pattern for the Alamosaurus. You can also see the splashes down the side. This one is Kalkarana Limpopo. I like the green and fading down to yellow on the underside with this green and kind of golden stripe on the head. That's a good combination of colors. the little spots don't really do much for me. Also, I really like these protrusions here on the bottom of the neck. So this is something I always saw talked about with Apatosaurus. Like Apatosaurus neck vertebrae are very square with very long protrusions coming off the bottom of the neck. And so the discussion I've seen on there from some places is that maybe those little spikes coming off the bottom of the vertebrae were actually coming through the skin and sheathed in keratin as horns, which is, I assume, what they're doing here with Alamosaurus. And then it could bring its neck down on top of a predator and stab it with those little spines as a defensive measure. And I thought that was so cool when I heard that idea. And so I'm super jazzed to see a representation of that, even if it's Alamosaurus and not Apatosaurus, which, given that Apatosaurus exists in film canon, it had to be something different, right? The spikes on the head, on the other hand, I don't know if there's any strong argument for those. I mean, there's Diplodocus, which always is portrayed with those. I'm not sure how much evidence there actually is for them. I think there is some. I don't think that's unfounded. I think there might be impressions, or maybe they are keratinous spikes and they actually preserved in a fossil once or twice. I don't know. And then I don't know if Alamosaurus preserves evidence of these spikes, but I assume it does, because I've seen Argentinosaurus depicted with spikes. I think the one in Prehistoric Park. Is that the game's name? Fuck. Dude, I just forgot the name of that other park builder. Prehistoric Kingdom. Prehistoric Planet's the documentary. Prehistoric Kingdom, I believe, had the Argentinosaurus with similar, like, osteoderm spikes on the body. So that might be present in some Titanosaur fossils, I would assume, if it's shown up as a trope in more than one location. I'd be curious to know which species these have actually been observed on. But if that's the case, it's probably not unreasonable for Alamosaurus. And yeah, this does look like a Titanosaur at a glance. That very thick body, the very thick neck, starting very wide at the base and tapering off a bit as it goes up. Not as extreme as the Dreadnought is. This neck remains pretty chunky the whole way, but I'm okay with it. It looks good. I'm always a little more concerned overall about aesthetics than accuracy, so I'm happy with this. I think it looks good. So yes, you are the one. Oh, you already became alpha. They already passed the crown off. Perfect. So the needs, we have room on forest and tall nut. We can definitely throw some more Alamosaurs in here. And yeah, 500 appeal. I'm not sure how that stacks compared to some of the other sauropods. Probably not bad. I keep hearing sounds. That might have been this Jeep moving past buildings. I really don't know what to make of it. It can't be anything really beating itself up too badly, or we would get more notifications. We did have that one Coelophysis hit the fence, but we were hearing these sounds before the Coelophysis kicked off on things. So that's not it either. This should be fine. The large appetite shouldn't matter. We'll hatch both of these. I'm willing to push you on this task. Go ahead and do that. And then we're working on Pachyrhino still. This is worth processing, because we got more coming. I don't think it's going to be a single 3 pip. Well, hold on. No, it's not going to be a single 3 pip fossil with 7% genome left to extract. You do that. And then Barbaridactylus? I should listen to the pronunciation of that again so I stop sounding like a dipshit. Cheaper research, might as well save some money. You know, can we get to $1 billion? Can we beat Jeff Bezos with a dinosaur park? We'll have to see. That is the second piece of content where Jeff Bezos has come up in less than 24 hours, which is just incredible. But that's the world we live in. So, that gets Barbie. We have Pachyrhino. Trike is currently blocked to us, or Penta is currently blocked to us. We have, spoilers, Crichtonsaurus. We'll have to get going on. And then for carnivores, I think we're done, actually. Yes, we're done with carnivores. So yeah, actually most of the experiments we have the pieces for. It's just seeing how they play out. So yeah, no real research to be done there. Yeah, because that's underway. We don't need luxury paths. No, I think that's kind of done. Okay. Fossils, we're already bringing in more fossils. That's to finish up Pachyrhinosaurus. Let's pop over to here. So 4, 10, 3, 9, 8, 4, 4, 3. This is about what I expect, yeah. So nothing to hatch. Everything's fine. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. If you can save money on rent, there you go. That's the first step to being rich. That tracks. Let's see what you're getting at. Alright, we got junk, and yes, the remaining Pachyrhinosaurus. 4 fossils actually to finish that genome. Oh, because it's not 93, it's 83. That makes sense. Okay, so good thing we extracted that batch then, because we do have another one to do. Next, Crichtonsaurus maybe? Pachyrhino goes in with the Styrax on the island. The last thing that goes in there is Penta, at least for the initial group, and then we can think about throwing in something else. But 3 Ceratopsians, an Ornithomimid, and Coelophysis is what I have right now for the initial experiment. So yeah, Crichton is probably the thing to do next. Or Barb, but Barb is still being researched. So yeah, let's pivot over to Crichton at least once, so that we can go do Barb instead if we want to. Crichton is like a single dig site. It actually might be pretty quick. Alright. And how much do we have recorded before the recording crash? 39 minutes. So yeah, we're at about 45 minutes. That's a good stopping point, I think. How long till these other Alamos are done? Yeah, 6 minutes. Well, let's get the last batch of fossils going. We'll look at our Alamosaurs a little bit more, then we'll end the episode. I think that's a good stopping point. Oh, we can't actually fit all this together. That's a little unfortunate. We'll process the 554 and see if the Crichton, 4 minutes, it's not going to be in before we're done with Pachyrhino. But, yeah, it's a little awkward that this is not one batch. Oh, well. Oh, well. We have $1 billion. It does not matter. Oh, the Alamos are together. Look at them. They're remembering the Alamo. He's panicking. You're not. Why are you panicked? Are you near... Yeah, so they're near the Australovenators. Are you harassing my Alamosaurs? Are you bugging them? Are they both panicking now? No, they're fine. This one. Well, I need to get a screenshot. So let's get a screenshot while they're both together, because that's nice looking. Oh, and we got the postcard and stamp settings. Oh, you can just do a whole ass postcard with the stamp. You know what? When I saw there was stamp settings in the patch notes, I thought it meant make a dinosaur stamp. I didn't think it meant put a stamp on your dinosaur postcard. Not gonna lie. But I understand. That makes sense. Film logo. Oh man, we could just do this for thumbnails. We're not gonna, because I'm not gonna mix it up in the middle of the stream. But it would be kind of funny. They should let you put in your own stamps. Just upload your own stamps and logos. That'd be kind of sick. And you could do some sick shit with that. Yeah, they got all 7 logos. Cool. We're not going to do this, though. We'll just spin through these real quick and look at them. You can also just put a stamp on the screenshot, if that amuses you. Interesting. Give me this, and give me doot, no UI, thank you. Up above the treetops, maybe this tree is getting in my way. Damn it, tree. I just want to look at my Alamosauruses. Oh, that's dramatic. He's like peeking around the trees, like, hey, what's up? Okay, I want to see them, though. I would like to see them. They have a really cool model, so let's just, you know, deforest the planet a little bit for aesthetic reasons. How about we do that? we should have ended this episode because this actually went on. Well, no, because we looked at the stamps and stuff. That was content. Yeah, there we go. And you can even see the little guy down there for scale. We've got, you know, a hot dog for scale or whatever you want to, whatever your preferred metric measurement is. Yeah. You can unpause and watch them. Look, they do move in herds. Except for when they're panicked. He's actually fine. So is he. They're both fine. Everything's fine. We can leave this clearing here. We'll always remember what it was for. It's for aesthetics. It's a nice clearing in the middle of the forest. You know, those things happen. Right. Well, we should stop this before I ramble on about nothing again for a while. Plus, I've talked too much today, and I can feel it. All right. So, yeah. Until next time, when we get the aviary put in and we get to see the last of the new dinosaurs. The one that I think, well, new creatures, not a dinosaur, pterosaur. The one that I think is the least exciting of the patch for sure. Although I did notice this, looking at the species viewer, it only has 2 fingers. So a lot of people were complaining that the Barbarodactylus should not have hands at all. Which I don't, not down on my pterosaur anatomy so much, but apparently that's a thing with at least some nyctosaurids. So it's kind of curious to me that they actually reduced the number of fingers on it, but didn't remove the hands. Very strange. Also, looking through the pterosaurs, they all have different hand resting positions. Some of them rest on their hands forward, some of them have their hands folded back behind the wing membrane, some slant inward, some slant outward. There's actually surprisingly involved differences in the structure of the wings of the different pterosaurs in this game. A surprising amount of care put into it, more than I ever looked for, because it's far more than I expected. Like a pterosaur wing's a pterosaur wing, right? They all basically look and fold the same, right? No, they actually have differences. Very impressive. But yeah, that'll be it for this episode. Catch you next time.